1948, it was, we left India because we lived there all our lives, you know. They got their independence in 47, and things were not very good because it was out, you know, get out sort of thing. So my father had all his family here, and he said, well, we better go home, and we didn't want to leave. So we came here in 48, and of course from a life of pretty, you know, luxury, to come here and be told your food rationed and your furniture was on dockets. It was all utility stuff,
yes,
cheap matchbox utility furniture, and even sweets. You couldn't even get sweets, you know, everything was coupons. We found it strange coming to, as I said, to England, because our war had been the Japanese war. Where I was in Calcutta, we were very close to Assam, and the Japanese were literally over the border, and they had to send in a lot of American troops and British troops to stop them. Had they come in, they would have just overrun. Oh, yeah. They built the railway, it was miles long, yes, to take all their troops and ammunition, and a man died for every sleeper aid. Yes. It was horrendous, because they just went through all the countries, all the eastern countries, you see, they captured the lot. And it was a pretty grim war.
It was.
So I was evacuated to a place called Lucknow, right in the middle of India. You know, the schools were all evacuated, but then when we came in 48, because we couldn't carry on living there, things weren't very, very pleasant. And we could still see all the building sites, you know, hadn't been rebuilt. Streets of all rubble and stuff. It was a long while before streets and, you know, houses and all the rubble was lifted. The war was still facing you, wasn't it? My mother was, she'd been used to living in India all her life, and you have servants. One does your shopping, you know, your basic shopping. One cooks for you, one clears the table, one washes up. You see, you know, she said, how am I going to cook for? We rallied around, you know, it didn't take long to sort of pick up and that sort of thing, but it was a completely different life altogether. Your weather was different, everything was different, you know.